Hi guys, Trevor Swenson with Through the Darkness, my personal journey with PTSD and trauma and stressor-related disorder. And I wanted to take some time today to go over a regular day with Murphy and I. Murphy and I try to get out into public probably 3 to 4 times a week, and it's good for him and it's good for me to train. I've got some things to pick up here at a major retailer, and I figured I would show you some of the first things that happen when using my dog in public. One of the first things I want you to notice is that he is patiently waiting in the the driver's seat, and that means a lot to me because obviously I don't want a dog that bolts out into a parking lot or jumps into a parking lot or runs into people immediately without being leashed. And so he knows when I say the word avoda that it means we are going to work, and he is dialed in to get started on his day. Now, you didn't hear it, but on the way here, he definitely senses that it's time for him to work. It's kind of interesting to listen to him whimper and whine. I've owned hunting dogs in the past who are obviously driven by game. They have a prey drive, and Murphy's drive is food drive. He would be an incredible hunter, I have no doubt. His parents were both champion hunters. And one of the cool things as well I wanted to share with you is that he just got his certification through AKC with being a good canine citizen. He passed that test and that certification, so it's kind of exciting. Henna. So I just wanted to touch on a few things before we got started here so you could have a little bit of a basis on some very key things when working a dog in public. And it can be unbelievably nerve-wracking because they are animals, and obviously animals can be unpredictable. And I read a lot of articles, and my wife has talked to a lot of people with PTSD that have very high anxiety about taking an animal into public and it behaving, whether it be being afraid of it having an accident in a place of business, or not behaving, or growling at people, or whatever it might be. And all I can tell you is that it literally takes hundreds of hours of exposure to get a dog to know exactly what it is that they are supposed to be doing. Now, Murphy, on the other hand, it was a little bit interesting. Yesterday, I had 2 days ago actually, I had an appointment with my psychiatrist, and during the course of the appointment, my wife had a very, very difficult time about the things that we were discussing, about the condition that I was currently in and the backslide that I am in. I'm in kind of a funk, which is to be expected when battling PTSD. But she started crying, and this dog, which is simply an amazing dog, and again, it is a very small part me, and it is a very big part his big heart and his understanding of what his job is. But as she was crying, he came into the room and curled up and laid on top of her feet in a perfect circular, comfortable ball, and could completely read her emotions. And that's exactly what I want him to be doing, is to understand strong emotions in people and to draw close and to give that sense of overwhelming comfort. He has been trained to be calm. I guess I can't stress enough that throughout his training, he has made me a better person in my battle with PTSD, because I can't afford to not can't afford to have a dog that is not completely calm and that doesn't love on people, including myself first and foremost. And so the level of excitement, the level of curiosity, I really have worked to mute those things with lots and lots of stimulus. So stimulus isn't a big deal anymore. And dogs are going to have good days, dogs are going to have bad days, but it's very, very important to really think about what you need in a dog and then work very, very hard at accomplishing exactly what it is that you want that dog to do. I want a dog that behaves unbelievably well in public, and I want a dog that on command loves on people. And as you can see on his vest, there are a few things that I have chosen to do for some time as far as his vest is concerned. Number one, you'll notice I have the PTSD service dog. I want to tell you right now that I'm not ashamed of having PTSD. It is my badge of honor. It is my purpose in life, and I have no problem starting conversations with people about my PTSD, especially if they have somebody in their family that's struggling or they have it. So it is not something that you have to do. It is not something that's necessary, but it's something that I'm comfortable doing. And also you see the ask to pet. I want it to be a positive experience in the general public for people with my service dog. And he has a command to meet people, which is yeladim. When I tell him yeladim, he knows it is okay to go and meet those people and interact with those people. And then on top of his vest, I do have his vaccinations and I do have his paperwork that is relevant, that makes me feel comfortable even though I don't need it, such as his AKC Good Citizen things. I have my diagnosis and my letter from the providers on my phone if anybody were to ask, which obviously they shouldn't be asking that. But those are the things that I bring along. Those are the things that I have before I get started with my dog in public. But the most important thing I want you to see today, and I will be coming out with one of my kids or my spouse so you can see the dog work in general public and exactly what it is he does, because he is really good at what he does, and it's fun to watch him. But today I just wanted to do an initial how we get started. I'm going to get his leash on him now, and I also wanted just to show you before I end this that getting his leash on him, and that doesn't mean that he can go crazy. Getting his leash on him is just the first part of the commands that we're going to be getting started here. And his command to get out of the vehicle, get him connected to his vest here, is duka. And he will step out of the vehicle as he just did, as you can see. And balam is going to be sit down and let's chill out and let's get ready to go in and have some fun for the day while comforting Dad and making it nice for me to be able to go and shop and, as a rule of thumb, be left alone and be respected for that which I am walking through and that which you're walking through. But I just wanted to start out the series on talking about service dogs with Murphy today. This is Trevor Swenson with PTSD Through the Darkness along with Murphy. I can't wait to meet with you again soon. Please subscribe. Forward this on to anybody that you think might need some help or a nudge with their battle with PTSD, and Murphy and I will see you very soon with some more dog stuff. Take care.